Hello, I'm going to be making a stripe bead today, and to prepare for that I need to make what's called a stringer, which is a longer, thinner piece of glass that I need to use to make dots on the base bead. Alright, now that we've got that done, it's time to make the main bead. I'm going to make a small base bead, which is probably only about 5 or 6 millimeters in diameter. It's quite small. It's just slightly bigger than what my teeny weeny beads are. I use a transparent for the base beads. This is so that the opaque that I use next spreads really well on it. It can take me a wee while to get this base bead shaped up into the right size, and I like to make it really nice and round and not wonky. I also make them the same size. This gives me a better chance of making the final beads all a similar size. Right, and the next stage is to put dots on the beads. I start off by cutting the beads in half with 2 dots. I then cut it in quarters by adding another 2 dots on there. And this, if this is nice and accurate, you'll get a really lovely result. And then I put a dot in between each of those 4 dots that I've put on initially. I try and keep this black space the same, as well as having this a similar sized dot for each of them. Now it's a matter of melting those dots in. I do it fairly quickly so that they start to elongate, and I'm keeping the mandrel moving all the time. Because the bead is so round, it's actually a little hard to see until the dots reveal themselves after they've cooled down a wee bit. Okay, the next step is to put 2 wraps of clear on top of those dots. I don't want to put the clear over completely covering the dots, so that a little bit needs to stick out onto the outside. Otherwise, when I melt the clear in, the dots won't stretch. So the edges won't stretch. Alright, now we're going to melt that in, and it's just a matter of melting it evenly, sort of balancing that clear so it's not off to one side. And the way I round up my beads, I've got a set of lights above me. I don't think you can see it in the video, but if I know it's not round if those lights are wibbling as I move as I turn the bead. Alright, that looks like a finished bead to me. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've got any questions. Thank you. Bye.